Good morning, beautiful people. It's a sunny day, which is nice. We've been rained out for a few days, so
We have, we
we can
have.
we can dry off a bit.
Yeah. And as you can tell, we are on the road and
Yes.
we are Glenbrook, Nana Glen, Glenark Bridge. There's Glenark Bridge or Glenrach Bridge. It could be Scottish. I may be saying
Glen
it completely wrong.
Glenroe.
Glenrach Bridge. It's
Since 1918, nobody
over
could
that way.
pronounce it since
Yeah.
1980.
Yeah. The world has been struggling since 1918 to say Glenrach Bridge. So we pulled over to set up and do some work this morning because we are on our way towards Nambucca Heads. We're going to go and catch up with a friend of ours who has had a very interesting career in, I suppose, government public relations and dealing with Indigenous communities and helping negotiate certain situations. And yeah, she's had some really interesting experiences. Oh, there we go. Chris is helping with the camera tilt. This is how not to do it on YouTube. Yet
We're doing it anyway.
yeah, we're doing it anyway. You're watching, so you're proof that the algorithm is wrong. So, what have we learned so far, Chris? We've been on the road now for a bit over a week.
Yeah, about a week. Well, I guess when it comes to tech, you really need to be very careful about how you're storing things and moving things around. So,
Yeah, what happened?
It's an expensive mistake, but I'm not entirely sure how we did it. So, I can only assume that it's happened when we've been moving stuff.
Let's show you what happened.
I have
Here's
this extender
the end of the world
screen.
as we know it. Oh,
First world
look at that.
problems here. Check it out. So
Ouch.
this is my extender screen for my laptop, and as you can see, there's been an impact point.
Let's come in closer.
Impact point.
Oh,
And it's just gone.
it has.
So look, it's still usable. Clearly need to be really careful about how we place things going forward. It's very early days, so we still have a lot of things that we're moving and juggling and stuff like that. So
Figuring out the rhythm.
so a little bit of an expensive mistake. I suppose the good news is we've had these extender screens for 3-4 years.
Okay.
So we have got some really good value out of them.
Yeah.
It's a shame that it's broken, but
Officeworks, if you want to sponsor us, chuck us a free screen. Unlikely.
It's an MSI extender screen. I
Yeah.
want one of these.
They are cool. They are cool. This is not a sponsored video. This is,
No.
I suppose, yeah, just a reflection on our learning.
It is a learning. So yeah, if you're hitting the road and you're trying to juggle things like we are and trying to find your rhythm, be mindful how you're putting your technology down because you might damage it.
What we're going to do is I'm going to spin the camera around and Chrissy's going to give you a bit of a talk through on how we have these multifunctional desks that we've used to be able to configure our workplace setup to, I suppose, deal with different opportunities and challenges because some days it's wet, some days it's not, and we can work pretty much anywhere how we want.
Yes. Okay, so how it currently looks is multi-purpose. There are actually, believe it or not, two desks here.
Let's have a look underneath. Let's show you these two
desks.
desks. Ready? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, look at that. See how they interlink and they just connect? I'm going to get closer for you. How they interlink and connect under our slide out drawer there.
So what you can see is we've got a slide out drawer, which the purpose of that slide out drawer initially was, and I'll show you on this side so you've got a better view.
Yeah.
The purpose of this slide out drawer is that we've got a picnic set up. As you can see here, this is our table, it comes all the way out. And here on both sides, we've got picnic drawers that slide out, and that's now your bench seat.
Yeah.
So it holds 120 odd kilos, but you don't want to be bouncing on it. So the drawer's only as strong as its weakest point, and so we need to get some telescopic legs to stick under it before we start using it officially for sitting on. But it's actually come in really handy just for, like, as you can see here, placing a few odd pieces on and trying to work things out. And so what we've done is we've pulled the one on that side out, and we've placed our tables and interlocked them into one another. And over here we've got another brace just to give it a tiny bit more security and support there.
Yep, so that clamp attaches underneath. I'm going to spin around behind you there, Chris. I'm going to show the world how we've done it. See, that just clamps underneath there onto the timber. So what it really does is just takes that seesaw effect out of the back end there, because if you have a look under here, you can see that a large portion of this desk, probably 2/3, sits further forward of that drawer. But with how these arms are interlocking, they provide, I suppose, a means of supporting each desk. So back to the main host in the show.
Ta-da! So these desks, once they've been dismantled, they are stored underneath our mattress. And these little black bits that you would have seen underneath, which are currently interlocked into each other, they fit into the slats underneath our bed. And then if it's a yucky day, so it's a beautiful day today, so we're going to set up outside, as you can see. If it's a yucky day like what we have been having, we have a setup at the front inside of the van where those black arms hook onto the cage, and so then we've got our screen set up there and it's adjustable for us as needed. And so it's been really fantastic. In the last week we've had, or a couple of weeks nearly, we've had beautiful sunny days and we've had rain, which, I mean, that's nature. And yeah, it's been really versatile and quite good to see how much value we're getting out of this so far. So stay tuned, because those are going to be painted up to look really funky in time. Not quite sure when yet, but we'll get to it.
Probably by about March, I think. It'll be when we're in Bathurst looking after Millie again. So yes, that is where we are at. The desk configurations being what they are, versatile. We thought this through, and we're quite fortunate in how we've been able to utilize the space. And yeah, you'll see a little bit later on today. The weather forecast is that apparently this area is going to be hitting storms in about 2.5 hours. So we're going to migrate into the van, and we will show you how that configuration looks, and you'll get to see the versatility of what we've achieved in such a tiny space with our Aussie van life adventures.
It's our tiny home.
It is. It is. It's been really cool, really practical.
Yeah, I think the biggest learning has been about, like, we thought we were minimalists before. Wake up call. We're learning how to downsize even more. So this has been quite an interesting journey. And there are other videos about that process when you look through our channel. So anyway.
On the topic of downsizing, we recently pulled in via Nimbin, and we stopped at the Nimbin Craft Gallery and had a bit of a catch up with Jess and Narelle there. Two lovely ladies, and they have on consignment about 100 different items that we've left with them of, I suppose, different artifacts and different things of historic significance, which really vibe with Nimbin, as Nimbin's sister city is Kathmandu, and a lot of this stuff is from Nepal and that sort of Nepalese footprint. A little bit of Bagan, a little bit of Mandalay, some Myanmar stuff in there too. So yeah, they're very kindly helping us out by displaying a lot of those things in one of the beautiful glass cabinets there. And we'll split whatever they go for, and they've taken the weight of our van, so someone else can enjoy the ownership of these amazing little bits and pieces that we've collected along the way, and the stories and the connections.
Yeah, we, as much as we love the items, we've recognized that it's not where we are right now, and we're going to gift it to someone else to enjoy. We've had the pleasure of those items for about a decade.
And look, if they don't sell, they're still ours, so we can go back and collect them at any point in time. So it's a potential win-win if they're still there and we want them back.
Yeah, for sure. All right, better get cracking.
Yeah,
got work to do.
Both got to get on. All right, buenos tacos.
See you guys.
Yeah.